path is such a road that sometimes memorials of the people that fell down and has lost their lives can be seen at the accident points. We hope not to see one and keep our motivation alive.
Look down, guys, there isn't any protection. Also, the wind is starting to pick up a little.
There are no precautions to prevent a car falling down from cliffs and bursting into flames.
As you can already see, we are going on rocks. A landslide doesn't only make a rock fall on our heads, it also may cause us to fall down. We began to go on really narrow paths. The adrenaline levels are getting higher now. The world's most dangerous road. Below us are cliffs. If the car falls, it might blow up, but we definitely lose our life. Too risky. Incredibly risky. Look at these roads. It looks even more threatening from the side. There is no protection there.
A landslide has cleared away everything on its path.
We are in the clouds. We will climb even higher. We are actually at the beginning of the road yet. There's no phone signal. If anything happens to us here, we can't reach anyone. There's no one here. This path is a deadly one. Locals call it the grave road. I hope that it won't be our graves road. This is a bizarre experience. We climbed up these mountains. We have a long road ahead. It is windy, raining, and they say it will start to snow. But you see, we are in a natural beauty.
माशाल्लाह पाकिस्तान.
The weather gets even worse. Our jeep is stuck on the road.
हाँ ऐसा कुछ. इस तरफ का जोर नहीं है. इस मेरी तरफ में जोर है उसको थोड़ा ऊपर से थोड़ा पत्थर से.
After a small fix, we continue our journey.
Wind and rain got worse, so rocks may fall on us. I just want to finish this road as soon as possible.
Here, living this moment is equal to holding your breath every second. Palms of our hands and soles of our feet are sweating at every turn.
You'll hear these kind of horns at the blind spots in sharp turns. The driver is trying to warn other drivers that we are coming. A fallen rock, he pulls it away so the road won't be blocked. It doesn't seem secure at all.
Words aren't enough to define what we are experiencing. Even these footages cannot express the situation enough. As we go past narrow bands, we close our eyes not to see cliffs beginning just near the tires of the car. If anything goes wrong, for example, a 5-cent gasket fails, everything is over.
I hope we won't get stuck here. There's a problem with the car. Well, the drone switched to autopilot and hit one of the rocks. Oh. Looks awful. While getting through these rocks, its signal connection was lost. When it lost connection, it switched to return back home mode. In return back home mode, it couldn't adjust itself, its height. It didn't rise at the point it should have. While going straight, it hit one of these hills. I'm breathless, but at least we can see the recordings inside. For now, nothing happened to us. It is good to be alive. We downright get beaten by the car during the journey. We take a hit at every roughness.
From place to place, the road gets so narrow that we get off from the jeep to check if our vehicle can go through.
Look, Something may fall from above, as you see. We just want to finish this journey as soon as possible. We also cannot go back. There aren't many places for vehicles to take a U-turn, but just look at the natural beauty. Look at that tree. It somehow grew horizontally. The rock is slippery, very wet.
This curviness on the bridge is a result of a rock that has fallen from above. Since it became impossible to use, we'll go around the narrow turn.
I asked them to stop. They didn't want to stay here as there is a big risk of rock falls.
At this point, the path becomes too narrow for the jeep to pass, so we'll continue on foot.
Very cold outside. Kidere, Fairy Meadows this way. Okay.
But now, today is rainy day, you know. The road is going to on the mountain, you know. Little bit small stone is coming, fall.
Here is Tatu village. People have been living here for a long time. Now the grandchildren of that old civilization are here. After this village, there isn't any other settlement. We will walk approximately 3 hours passing hillsides. We might see lots of mountain goats on our way. You see, there is snow. The weather is very cold. It is around 36 degrees Fahrenheit or 2 degrees Celsius. As we get wet, we will feel more cold. People live longer in Tatu village. Since the altitude is high, their lungs are wider than ours. Their organs have developed depending on that. If a person dies at 80 or 90 years old, it is considered as he or she died young. For us, 80, 90 is an old age.
For 30 minutes, we walked a little and climbed some.
A group of goats. They are very strong animals. Bears are seen here as well from time to time, but their numbers are decreasing every year. We are actually shrinking their habitats.
भैया सुना
Tudo.
दोनों का 2 एक बंदे का 2
Do. 2,500. Come on, come on. We are on our horses. We are heading to Fairy Meadows on horseback. We paid those guys 5,000 rupees for the horses, which is roughly $67. We will both go and come back with their horses. If the horses feel uncomfortable with us or if we mislead them, it may cause us to fall from the cliffs. It got a little fast. Look, for instance, it tends to that way on its own. If the man wasn't holding, it could go there. If the horse's foot goes into a hole or it makes a false step, we may completely get toppled. Just look at here. A slightest mistake equals to that. We are going by chance.
It is crucial that we keep our control on horses and keep them calm. There.
Since we are staying still on the horses, this causes us to feel even more cold. Our horses are resting. How do you feel?
My fingertips are completely numb. When I switch on and off the camera, I don't feel I'm turning the button.
As it can be told by the snow, we got even closer to the top. We have 30 minutes of distance left.
Road has become even steeper.
If you hit this road one day, you will need to bring plenty of courage with you.
It is now tricky here. I hope it doesn't take a wrong step.
These roads we took for the sake of the view cost us almost 24 hours. It has cost some adventurers a lifetime.
Many hotels have settled here, of course. Horse's foot might slip here. We are in the mud. Can you hear the horse breathing heavily? Of course, it is surely tired. We finally reached Fairy Meadows. Here is Fairy Meadows. We got wet, we are soaking, and this makes everything even harder for sure. Open.
Selamünaleyküm.
English.
Selam dinliyor musun? Selamünaleyküm.
Okay, brother. Thank you. We are in a unique place like this. They opened some space inside for us to get warm.
Afganam ke.
We will dry ourselves here and then we will continue our journey. My fingers are numb too. They gave us some tea. Now our insides will get warmer as